Blog Talk Radio.
Bro, you just dissed me for the final time, bro. You just showed me disrespect. The only course of action left is to take us to the ring. This coming Monday night, we're gonna duke it out for keepers, and I will climb to the top rope and jump and kick you in the face. And I've been training all my wrestling skills, so I will surely win. It doesn't matter if it's submission, elimination, or just in. When I beat you, everyone will know how weak you are. You'll lose your job. I'll take your fans and take your girl, and then I'm gonna take your belt.
Welcome to Marking Out in the Morning. It is October 16th. It's approximately 10:42 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to call this a lazy Friday. Had to travel last night to the middle of Missouri. I'm here at a hotel in Lebanon, Missouri for some family stuff that came up all of a sudden. So Fridays are usually really short episodes anyway. There's not a lot to talk about. We're going to go over the SmackDown results, and we'll talk about anything important there that happened. Other than that, most of it's really rumors more than news today. I'll go over what's happening. I just got done checking it just to make sure I didn't miss anything. You know, we got like Rosa's baby bump. That's one of the news. That's what we got. 2K16, a few things about which creator wrestlers you should use. Yeah, so whatever, we're going to go over some of that. It's a Friday. I'm away from the office, so you're going to get an extra lazy, extra short version of the show today. I'm also super hungry. Hey, what's up in Australia this morning? It's about like 1 or 2 in the morning over there, isn't it? That's out to one of my guys in the Periscope room. You should join us on Periscope. If you don't know anything about Periscope, hop on Twitter, follow us, HEELZiggler.com. You'll get links to our Periscope. You can start hanging out. We get all kinds of people from Australia hanging out in the morning. I don't know what their deal is. This is not the first one I've run into, unless it's the same one, but I feel like it's a different name. Maybe I'm just confused. Anyway, let's gonna play a sound clip for the podcast and for the YouTubers later.
Spoiler alert, 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 spoiler alert.
I'm going to give you the SmackDown results from last night. That's what I get for being such a forgetful person. Here we go. We got Roman Reigns start off the show defeating Bo Dallas after Bo Dallas gave him a Bo Leave promo. Afterwards, Bray Wyatt gave one of his creepy promos on the Titantron. Wade Barrett and Sheamus defeated Neville and Cesaro in sneaky fashion in a rematch from Monday night. Although, here's the thing, real quick, I want to talk about this. The only thing that was questionable was that the referee's back was turned when Wade Barrett hit Neville. And Wade Barrett wasn't the legal man in the ring. They always act like that's a huge deal, but they do it all the time. There's a 5-second rule. There's no rule that says you can't hit your opponent just because you're not the legal man in the ring. There's no rule that says you can't run in the ring real quick and do a move, whatever. Wade Barrett, Sheamus win the match. Kevin Owens defeated Zack Ryder in quick fashion, mocking Ryback, who came to the ring and chased Owens away after the match. Summer Rae guest refereed in a match between Ziggler and Rusev. She helped Ziggler win. Rusev got all mad. He stormed off. Summer Rae approached Ziggler, said, "Hey, we both got cheated on." Ziggler's like, "Yeah, you're right." Summer Rae's like, "We got chemistry. Let's do this." And Ziggler's like, "Well, you know, I have chemistry with lots of girls. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to use me. I'm not down with that." Although, let's be honest, he did say the exact opposite thing to Lana when he said, "I know you're using me, and I'm down for that." So he's got some double standards when it comes to Summer Rae and Lana, it sounds like. Anyway, moving on quickly, the Wyatts, not Bray, obviously. His minions, they defeated the Primetime Players. with a promo to follow. Charlotte defeated Alicia Fox right in Nikki Bella's face. Diva update. Paige apologized to Natalya backstage before the Divas match. After the Divas match, she kind of celebrated with Charlotte and Becky, proclaiming a reunion of PCB and saying she would atone for what she had done wrong. She admitted she had done a lot of stuff wrong. And then immediately after she leaves, we find out that Natalya had been attacked in her locker room. So, yay, more Divas Revolution drama there. And in the main event, the Dudleys and Dean Ambrose almost beat the New Day with a pin after the 3D, but then Xavier Woods brought in the trombone, hit the Dudleys, DQ finish. New Day stands tall at the end after they beat everyone up. So that's what happened on SmackDown last night. Again, it's not a bad show. They just don't give it any real push from WWE. The New Day was on point as always. Charlotte and Alicia had a decent match. Kevin Owens always has good matches. Wade Barrett, Sheamus, Neville, Cesaro. That's 4 guys who are awesome. Yeah. I mean, Dudley's Ambrose New Day, that's a Raw-worthy match. They just don't promote it, and it's too bad because they should. There's guys on there who deserve it, and there's good matches sometimes. So let's go real quick through the news and the rumors for today. These are way out of order. I didn't prioritize them very well. Again, Lazy Friday. My apologies. If you care about Rosa Mendez, she posted her 6-month baby bump. So whatever. For 6 months pregnant, she still looks pretty hot. Check out her Instagram, WWE Rosa Mendez. If you care about that, there's a long article about it at reveal.co.uk, which is like a British TMZ kind of thing, I think. Anyway, on to more rumors. Apparently, the reason they did the network, WWE Network live show from Madison Square Garden, apparently financially, it a lot of times doesn't make sense, which is why they don't do shows there. It doesn't make sense to tape a live pay-per-view there. However, since this wasn't considered a pay-per-view, it was considered a live stream, the production costs, I guess the fees and the whatever are considerably less. So it did make financial sense for WWE to do that. So if that's a thing, we could see even less pay-per-view stuff going forward. The WWE stock went down a little bit. If you care, you can find a sneak peek clip of The Condemned 2. All that on an update from Nick Paglino at WrestleZone. Done talking about that. In an interview recently, this is decent for SmackDown interview recently, Jerry Lawler hinted while he was at Comic-Con, he said, it's a very good possibility that in the near future, SmackDown may be live. And we know it's moving to the USA Network soon, and that's good because a better network means they're going to have to produce better quality stuff. But also, if they're going to go live, that could make it more interesting and maybe more people would start watching. So, Jerry Lawler, that's what he says. Jeff Hardy has apparently been contemplating whether or not his motorcycle accident injury is going to, maybe not necessarily end his career, but end his ability to wrestle the way he likes to wrestle, that he's become accustomed to, that he's been known for. You can read more about that at his interview with Daily Star, dailystar.co.uk. A few more rumors. All right, and so apparently Roman Reigns is getting some heat backstage as his promos are not going over very well with the live audience, and they continue to give him more and more time. You can read a little bit more about that at WrestlingInc.com. Mark Henry has apparently confirmed that he is going to actually retire after WrestleMania 32. He signed a 3-year contract in 2013, so it ends the night after WrestleMania. and that is when Mark Henry plans on retiring. So we'll see if he gets a big match at WrestleMania 32 as his final match. So congrats, good luck, whatever, to Mark Henry. Also, Zeb Coulter, I don't know if you even remember him much. He was attacked by Rusev. That was the story that put him out last December. Still no plans to bring him back, in case that interests you. And Scott Hall apparently just signed a Legends deal and will probably be working a lot with NXT going forward. So that's fun. And there's still rumors, and it looks even more, according to Cage Side Seats, it looks more and more like Del Rio will be returning to WWE. Again, as we mentioned it before, they are looking to kind of increase their appeal to the Latino demographic. So, again, I'm reading it at Inquisitor, but they are quoting sources from Cage Side Seats that Del Rio will indeed be returning to WWE. So, good for him. 2K16, this was an article, Bleacher Report, so take that for what it's worth. This is just the best Superstars and Divas to create with the Enhanced Creation tool. Basically, they just throw a few of them on here. I don't even know who this diva is. Oh, this is the trailer that was released. And so people have come up with, I guess they're going to create Kurt Angle, Karma, Goldberg, China. Okay, this is a terrible article. I should have read that first. Don't waste your time. Bleacher Report's terrible. There's an article at Inquisitor that is mostly just commentary. I guess they're quoting Wrestling News .co, but yeah, basically just saying Vince is more open to TNA talent, which has been obvious if you've been paying attention to the world of wrestling at all recently. That's really all we got today, my friends. It's Lazy Friday. There's not a lot in the news. We went over the SmackDown results. I got stuff to do this weekend, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to play the closing clip, and then that'll be the end of the day. We'll be back Monday. Hopefully Sam Benjamin doesn't have another job, interview, potential, whatever. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
Marking Out in the Morning is proud to be recorded in Des Moines, Iowa at Audacity Solutions Studios. You can check us out at HEELZiggler.com. Follow us on Twitter at HEELZiggler_com. The song you hear at the beginning of the show was recorded in Des Moines, Iowa by my friend Campbell D'Souza with recording studios of Phil Young. You likely also heard the song Parsec by the artist Arma Puros, which I downloaded for free at noisetrade.com. The album Timelines, and got permission from Arma Puros on Twitter for that. I also downloaded the song you're hearing right now at noisetrade.com. It is by a band called Ampersand. The song is called Aurora Borealis. It's on their album Trial and Triumph. Available for free at noisetrade.com. I haven't got their permission for this yet, but I hope to do so in the future. I tweet them about it, so we'll see what happens. You may also hear a more aggressive song that would be Ready, Set, Fire by a website called incompetech.com, where you can download stuff like that to use for your own goods, royalty-free. Marking Out in the Morning is here every morning, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can subscribe to our podcast at iTunes or Stitcher. Just search for Audacity Solutions Podcast. And of course, you can listen live every day or listen to the entire archive at blogtalkradio.com/Audacity Solutions.
All right, well, YouTube just missed the whole intro.